What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, well, we have another governance proposal, or I should say a pre-proposal in the mix now, and this was not unexpected. Matt had mentioned this on the most recent town square, and it regards hiring a DAO community and project manager, and obviously the person for that would be Clayboyn, who was mentioned again in that recent town square. So I don't want to read this entire thing out to you, but there are obviously a couple of important points which I will try to touch upon and then give my thoughts on it afterwards. That being said, if you don't make it to the end of the video, I also want to say right now, I will be having Clayboyn on the channel to talk through the entire thing and what his plan and vision are. This is like it's almost like a job interview in a way, right? So I want to get some questions from you guys, things that you think would be helpful to know. Obviously, this is a 2-week process, so we're going to have a pre-proposal and then a final proposal after the second week or in the second week. So if there's something that you would like to know, obviously you can go into Discord. Clayboyn is very active there. But if you want to be able to hear something from him when I ask or when we have like a video style interview, definitely let me know and leave a comment here. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. This is a proposal to hire Clayboyn as community and project manager for the SPS DAO for the period of 1 year at a rate of $60,000 USD, paid in monthly installments of 5,000 USDT tokens. So members of the DAO will be free to submit a proposal to terminate this position for any reason, and Clayboyn will maintain the right to terminate the position at the end of any monthly pay period for any reason as well. So it's like a year-long contract. At which point we could, if somebody really doesn't like what he's doing, we can always vote to end that. Obviously, you'd have to spend 100K DEC. So let's see. It is extremely important that we increase and maintain the separation between the DAO and Splinterlands Company going forward, which is why I believe it will be very beneficial for the DAO to directly hire someone to act as a representative in dealing with Splinterlands, as well as other outside organizations, such as exchanges, in order to ensure that the DAO's interests are being seen to. All right, so this is a position that would have a lot more, I guess, activity or interaction with not just the company, but also exchanges, it seems like. So let's see. To date, Splinterlands Company has been providing a number of services on the DAO's behalf for free, but given the company's need to aggressively manage expenses, it seems like this would be the time. Now, here are some of the other things. So handle things like tournament creation, working with outside third parties, and overseeing implementation of past proposal on its own. So if we go down here, there's a bunch of responsibilities that will be listed out. Let's see, oversee and manage the implementation of any approved governance proposals, including interfacing with the Splinterlands team and or any other external organizations. Work directly with the Splinterlands team to provide feedback on player sentiment and desires. Let's see. Work with the Splinterlands team and community to vet and establish strategic partnerships in the Web3 space. Act as a liaison for the DAO in any market maker or exchange listing negotiations. This is a big one because I think everybody's still wondering what's going on with Coinbase or Binance. We set aside 30 million SPS. Obviously, the value of that has come down dramatically, but I would like to know what's going on. And if we have somebody who's there that can, you can easily reach out to, because at this point, we were asking Aggie about it. Aggie had to go and ask Ali about it. We just didn't really know what was going on. So I think in this way, if we are trying to get on larger exchanges and people want to have a point of contact, that would be very valuable. Create and maintain DAO-sponsored Splinterlands tournaments and work with the community to gather feedback on tournament schedules and parameters. This is probably what I'm most excited for, because I've been wanting a tournament overhaul for a while, and it's something that was just kind of pushed to the side, swept under the rug as like, that's just how it is and how we give value to older cards. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of tired of that. I don't mean any like anything bad against alpha beta holders. I'm not trying to take your money away, right? But I do think that there is a better way in which we can incentivize tournaments, and I've been screaming from the rooftops for that for a very long time. So I don't know where Clayboyn stands on all that, but hopefully we can get a little bit more information from him. All right, work with community members to offer guidance on new SPS proposal ideas to ensure that they are clear, complete, and can be realistically implemented should they be approved. This is great because we had that kind of community council, which, again, I appreciate all the people who took the time, but that was always a very unofficial, non-authoritative type of position. So, it is what it is. I think it'll be better to have somebody who's actually working for the DAO that you can just go to and say, hey, here's my proposal idea. Can you help me write it? Can you help me figure out what are the pitfalls before I even put it out there? And then promote and grow awareness for the SPS token on social media. I think he's still handling the social media, so that makes sense. And then work with the Splinterlands team and community to help manage and moderate the Splinterlands Discord server, which it seems like he's doing already anyway. Okay, so then Yaba goes on to talk about why he believes Clayboyn is qualified for this. He has over 2 years of experience working directly with the Splinterlands team. He's been a major part of exchange and market-making decisions related to the SPS DAO, and has worked closely with Blockchain FF Founders Fund, right, which is where Ali is, where Ali's from, to vet any potential partnerships. He has a fundamental understanding of the Splinterlands ecosystem and underlying tech, Hive blockchain, blah, blah, blah. He has 10 years of experience in crypto. Sorry, I'm just trying, I don't want to read all of this to you, but he's extremely passionate about both the SPS DAO and Splinterlands and will work tirelessly. Final thoughts. I expect that many members of the community might question the need for the DAO to hire someone to work directly for it, and if that would be worth the cost. I believe that the team steps back from the role of managing the DAO, the need will quickly become more apparent. So from a cost perspective, $60,000 being offered as an annual salary for this role only comes out to 4% of the non-Splinterlands funds that the DAO currently has available. So not the DEC or the SPS tokens. This means funds that are not held in Splinterlands tokens such as DEC, SPS, or PAX. This is quite small, and I believe it would be well worth it to have somebody working. Additionally, this is by no means a permanent arrangement. As mentioned in the start of the proposal, it is a contract for 1 year. So, okay, let me go ahead and just, I know there's some comments and all that. I'm very intrigued by this idea. So for anybody who's not familiar with what DAO stands for, DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. That doesn't mean that there's not people working for it. It just means that there's no clear, the hierarchical structure. There could still be a CEO, there could still be whatever, but the ownership of the entire organization is decentralized. So we do need an employee if we want to start moving in a way where, not every single decision comes down to, we got to put in a DAO vote for this. We got to put in a governance proposal vote for this, right? So I would want somebody acting on behalf of the DAO, on behalf of the interests of the community, and kind of taking care of the day-to-day. So when I look at this, I like that it's 1 year. I'd be cool if it was even just 6 months, right? But 1 year is fine. 6 months to 1 year is good. I think the salary is fine. I know $60,000 might seem like a lot to folks, but yeah, it's kind of in line. Like it's not over the top, but it's also making sure that we respect the time that Clayboyn's going to be putting into this. So from those two perspectives, I'm actually very much okay with this. Moving down into the responsibilities, I think I kind of mentioned already. Tournaments are a big one. I wonder how Clayboyn is going to handle that. But really, it's not even just tournaments. It's like everything at this point. What are the ways in which he's planning to add value to the ecosystem? Because if we look at this from a numbers to numbers perspective, what I would hope, based on like how every company runs, is that you want to pay Clayboyn or whoever comes into this position $60,000 and have them bring value back to the DAO worth more than $60,000. Now, again, some of that, like it's not going to be apples to apples because some of that's going to be intangible, right? There's just certain maintenance and up costs and keeps or whatever for the DAO that will need to happen, right? And so that's not actual value that's coming in. But I think one easy way to track this over the course of the year that Clayboyn is working on this is, will he be able to go out and secure partnerships that bring that kind of energy, that kind of money and capital into the system? Again, I don't want to make it all about the money because that's it. There's so many intangibles that could come in and be a factor, and it might be difficult to track. Right, there might be a partnership that is established in 1 month, but does not we don't feel the effects until a year later or 6 months later, or something like that. So there's a lot of different areas and ways that we can try to measure it. But I'm all for giving this a shot. And, I met Clayboyn very briefly at Splinterfest. He's obviously very active on the Discord. I'll tell you this right now. Clayboyn has a lot of very interesting ideas, some that I would consider extreme, and I agree with some. I don't agree with others. But I respect where he's coming from. And I think he's very he thinks out the the logic to his ideas very well, even if I don't agree with it. So I'm actually very much in favor of this. Again, I think it would be worth a try, and we're stepping into a new territory here with Splinterlands, right? The team is scaled back a lot. We want the DAO to start taking off and doing a lot more. The DAO just got infused with a bunch of money. So my only question is, hey, there's a bunch of DEC sitting in there. Why don't we just pay? Can we just pay Clayboyn like 60 million DEC rather than $60,000? I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea, but I'm just saying. Again, this is related to another problem of like, what do we do with all the DEC in the DAO? But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Once again, just a quick reminder, if you want me to ask Clay a specific question and get his response in kind of like a live video format, ask that question in the comment section here, and I'll be speaking with him over the weekend sometime. All right, peace.